Hello, in this demonstration we're going to put it all together, the whole purpose of creating a PowerPoint as an example here. I've got my PowerPoint, here's my PowerPoint, and traditionally what would happen is I'd present to my class what's happening, and then I would upload that PowerPoint to Canvas. So here we are, Canvas. I'm going to upload that PowerPoint page, create week one, week one. There we go. Edit that. Edit the page, and then I would add a file. Oops. And I'm going to do without audio. There we go. And I'm going to submit. Okay, great. So the student comes in, they come to their module page, and they go, great, I've missed class, and now I can click on this link and I can download the PowerPoint and I can interact with it. But as we know, unfortunately, PowerPoints are great, but they have a little bit of limitations. One is generally it's a summary of what's happening, so forth. But again, if you have good notes in there, it could be quite a useful resource. So, but that's just one dimension, and yeah, so students that have missed out, now they have this resource that they can tap into after the lecture. They've got access to that. But we want to take it a step further. We want to now, what I've given the student there is a PowerPoint. I'm just going to duplicate that one, and in this case, okay, I'm going to update that. So what happens is I made a PowerPoint with audio. So what the student can do is they can go in and they can do the one with the completed one. So it's got the audio, it's got everything in there. So they could, oh, gotta wait my time. They could, now they've got an opportunity to go to the PowerPoint, and they have ways of, now they can play it, and so they can play it.
Welcome to this learning module on supporting executive functions,
Which is great. So now they've got the PowerPoint and they've got the presentation that you potentially do. So that's really great. They've got two sources of information there, which is great. So now we can build that out. Now we've got that, but now let's take it another step. We've got that PowerPoint. We know we can now convert that PowerPoint into a video. So what my next step, I might duplicate that, and I now edit that one. I'm going to leave the PowerPoint in there. I should change the spelling. Okay, and now I'm going to embed the video that I uploaded to my learning management system software. And the beauty of this is it gives me the transcript, so then students can watch and listen. Launch media picker, and there it is. Make it a little bit bigger, and then I can have these options, but I'll just leave it as is. So now we've taken it another step further. The student has now come into the module. They've seen audio. I might just change that audio and video. Did I change it right? I'll change it here. Audio. There we go. So we've got audio and video. So now the student has the ability to download the PowerPoint and watch it via PowerPoint, or they can just play directly the video here. And the beauty of this is...
Welcome to this learning module on supporting executive function through universal design
they've got their live captions
for learning, or UDL.
They have the ability to download the captions, the video, the audio, so they might listen to it as a podcast potentially. And then they also have, this is because I have statistics, and they can also now get the transcript and watch the video with a transcript on the side. So now we're really providing a variety of different ways for the student to engage with this content. We've got the downloaded PD, we've got the video they can watch, they can also download it. They can then also look at the transcript as well as listening to it. And I suppose the advantage of the transcript is they have access to the transcript, which they can download. And then they can manipulate this information through their own AI bots and ask it questions and so forth. So now we're really, creating a really dynamic experience for the student to engage with the content. So quite a few varieties of ways, which is what we love. So that gives them the flexibility to design their own learning. So what I like about the download feature is they can just download the audio, which is great. Myself, I'll go to the gym in the morning and they can just listen to it, in the gym, or listen to it in the car. So a lovely feature. But now we're going to take it a little bit step further now. Let's get modules again. Module. Because we did that PowerPoint, we also duplicate that. We also added some text. We created a report out of that document as well. So video report. So here's I'm going to go after the video, and then I'm going to go to my document, my report that I developed. There's my report. There's the there's the actual here's the report. I'm happy because I checked it already, so I'm just going to Control A, copy that. I'm going to put it at the bottom of my, just clear up some formatting. I'm not going to worry too much about formatting at this stage. And I'm going to save that and submit. Okay, now we have a bit more of a page, a lot more information. So now we've got the PowerPoint that they can download, we've got the video they can watch, and now the text that they can read. So I like to use the embedded tools. I can use my immersive reader, which Canvas provides, which can read out for me, which I'm a big fan of. And then I can play that.
Week 1 PowerPoint presentations audio.
Play it at my own speed. The student.
And video and report. 0 for executive function completed.
And then, of course, I can also use the inbuilt tools there, right? Where's the readout? There's my reader. Right.
Supporting executive function through universal design for learning. Purpose of this resource explains what executive functioning is and how it impacts student learning. It provides educators with practice.
So there you go. So now I've got some really rich, now again, students can then copy this and use the information in their own way. It's got some nice headings there. We could improve on all that. But now we have a really rich page and again, we're really stressing the point here is all you had was a simple PowerPoint that you added audio to, and then that audio then gave you the ability to create a video. You then uploaded that video and that gave transcripts, and then from that transcripts, you then generate a report using AI, and then that report now sits here. So now you've got a really rich page of information from that simple PowerPoint that you had. Okay, so let's take it another step further, so we can really just build on these pages. So the first thing that we did was we also created some H5P content types. I'm just going to duplicate that. So I'm just we're going to edit this page. Edit this page. Just giving it, it's not the name I'd really give it. And so, okay, so I'm going to go there. And because I've already developed the content types in H5P, I can click on there. I know it was in my smart import folder we worked on, and the chase, I'm not going to do that page. There we go, some questions here that I haven't checked these, but I would have if I'm going to use it. And therefore now press save. Okay, now we have a wonderful page with a video, we've got some text, and then we've just at the end a bit of a summary, and hey, look, you can test your knowledge afterwards. And so next, I got it wrong. Next, got it wrong. And I'm not doing great. Maybe I should read the content, or maybe I should actually read the questions. Oh no, I did terrible. That's okay. I can always retry. So now we just get a bit of an interaction with the students, have a bit of a gauge. And of course, with these tools also, you can see in the background if people are engaging with them as well. So that's also a good test, and you can help and support your students if you feel they're not getting the questions right or whatever that may be, or your content might need to be reviewed. So now we've added an extra element of that. So so that's just a quiz question. I'm also going to do another one where I am going to not do H5P book. Okay. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to take out that quiz. And I'm going to put another interactive item. I'm going to put this one. Smart import. And I'm going to put the interactive book there. Now, disclaimer, this is what I would consider overkill, but still get the idea. So again, got the presentation student can download, got the video, got text that they can read, and then I put an interactive book. Now the interactive book is all this content above. So really I'd just probably put the interactive book on its own page if I really wanted to, because when I read it, the interactive book has the video, has the text. So it's the same principle. It just now has, now it's broken things down into chunks, some glossaries, some key terms and so forth. So it really, when you use interactive book, it really needs its own page, but just for the sake of the exercise, that's something else they can engage in. But if a student was to go down this and then go down to interactive book, they think they'd have to do it. It's like, hold on, I've already done this. So good but bad example of using the interactive book. So where I would just duplicate and edit. Oops. So this is where I would get my H5P again. Smart import, from interactive book. There we are. And insert that there. And what I would do is do a bit of gamification. You've done the book now, and then I would do the chase. Insert the chase as a game they can play, self-paced. Start the game. Oops, should have done that. I can insert there, so they can do it in their own time. And then so the only bad thing about this page, I haven't really introduced or given instructions of what to actually do. Just so maybe some signposting in there to help students know exactly what to do would be great. Okay, so that is some modules. So we're still going to go a little bit deeper. Again, this is all coming from one piece of content, how we can give the information across different ways so students can engage with the content differently. So we still have our Quizizz platform as well, but let's just do another H5P opportunity here. So in this one, it's just going to be the H5P video. Why I like the video. H5P interactive video. Just delete all that. And then H5P. Interactive video. So there we have it. So now I'm going to, again, I'll probably write a little bit of explanation about the video itself, but now we have an interactive video where they'll be prompted key points, plus they'll get quizzed a couple of times during the video. So another way of engagement. So we've got a few ways there. So we've covered a few H5P elements. Now let's cover the Quizizz activity that we did as well. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to duplicate that one. There we go. Move that one down. And I'm going to edit that one. Oops. So test knowledge. There we go. Not a scary word. There we go. So I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. Now Quizizz is embedded in Canvas, so I'm actually going to go into my platform here, log in. There it is, UDL. And in this case, content, it's invitation, sorry. There's the QR code that I need. So I can download the QR code there. There it is. And I've also got the link there. So now I can come in here. There we go. And then I'm going to there we go. And then just open that bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing. Image, use upload image, download folder. There we are. Beautiful. Okay, so now the students come in, they've read that, they've potentially downloaded the PowerPoint, they've watched the video, they've read some text, got a bit of an idea and a summary, and then test your knowledge. So I should have probably highlighted that bolder. there we are. Go paragraph, go heading 2. Oops. Just that is heading 2. Not sure why I was doing that. Sorry, must be some code in there that's upsetting me. Just take that off there. Not sure why it's doing that. Okay, there it's fixed. This way, make that a little bit bigger. So there we go. Now we have I've done it twice there. So there we have, now they can go off and then they'll start playing. So if they were to click on the link, they would now be in the Quizizz environment. But because I've already started, I might go into week 5 and try my luck at week 5. And I can start answering some questions straight away. Beautiful. Okay, so that's the adding Quizizz. A nice little after lesson test, or testing knowledge, or getting to understand students if they understood what they were doing. So that is that process. Then we move into the EchoPoll experience, where we did EchoPoll. So we're going to duplicate that again. So what I'll do is now do my EchoPoll. Very similar process. It's an external tool. So I'll remove the Quizizz information. And then I'll go set it up, ready for them to engage in. So here's my login to Echo. I'm going to create a course, video version 2. I'm going to create a new session, add an existing because I've already got one. There it is. We can add that. I can time it when they can start it and so forth. We can access it. Beautiful. And then I can save that, and then I can schedule it. So I could start the session. I can copy the link that I want now. And I can also screen copy the code, paste that in, make it a bit bigger. Now these links do change, so it's a one-off. So when you're setting it up, make sure that you change the codes for this particular platform. And so now when the students come in the page, you ask them to go through that and then say, okay, let's get into a live interactive. So you can time that as well. But yeah, so that gives them access as well. There's many ways of giving them access. That's just one way. So that is EchoPoll, where you can create a bit of live engagement with your students. Okay, so now we move into the next phase, which is really laying this out so the content's easier to manage. So I think we'll use the most complicated one. I'm just going to edit that one. There we go. Edit that one. We'll use oops, I did that wrong. Oh, there we go. Noise. Yeah. Okay, so that one's fixed. And we'll get the most complicated one. with report, yeah, we'll do this one. We'll duplicate it. And this is where AI becomes a bit of a game changer again. I'm going to download that. There it is. I'm going to edit it. And we've got our headings, but I really want to put some signposting and sort of make it visually a bit more appealing, so it reduces cognitive load for the student. At our institution, we have some clear layout guidelines that we can use and some code. So what I'm going to do is just going to go into edit mode here. I'm just going to pull up our what we have is our Canvas design elements formatted. So these are all the codes in our LMS that make things look a little different. Just looks like jumble at the moment, but I'm going to give AI these codes, and it's going to help me generate a nicer looking page. That is the goal. I don't know HTML, or don't claim to know HTML, but this is where. Okay, so I've got Copilot now. I've got my page all nicely done, but now I really want it to give it that nice design element, so it's easy to read, reduces cognitive load, chunks things down, be a bit more clear about the description, some signposting. These are all wonderful things that just help the learning experience digest the information a bit easier. So I'm still in edit mode, so get the source code or the HTML, and I'm just going to copy the HTML, go over to my chat. Here it is, paste the code in there. I'm also going to upload my source code. This is the template that Swinburne uses to all the design elements that we can use to make the page a little bit prettier. And then I'm also going to put my script in there. There's the script that I've written. That's the wrong one. There it is. Here it's this one. There we go. It's quite a nice little script there. It took a little while to write that, but once you've got one, it makes life a little bit easier. And we're going to see what it comes up with. I'm thinking something pretty beautiful. Okay, beautiful. It's done the HTML code for me. I can now copy that code. Copy code there. I come into Canvas. Give myself some more real estate. Control A to highlight all. Control V to paste it all. Okay, so we've got some clear signposting there. With my PowerPoint there, got a video to watch. We've got some content to read. It's all put in nice little boxes. Helps with focusing, chunking the information down, putting it into a format. Got some tips, and then a bit of an activity, and a bit of instructions on how to do it. So even though there's a lot of content there, there's a process of the person navigating around it. And then I'm just going to check my accessibility checker, which is great. Yes, it should be. First heading of the page should be apply. Beautiful. Okay, great. So now I've got a wonderful page. Now, all this, again, came about by one little PDF, and we were able to use all the tools that have AI to help us with our workflow, help us create this content, and now it becomes a richer experience for the student. They can engage with the content in multiple ways. As I said, we can watch a video, we can read the text, we can answer some quizzes, and hopefully that encourages and supports deeper learning for the student, and also opens up to a wider variety of students being able to engage with the content and learn in their own way. But the destination is still the same. Hopefully they get the same learning. So I hope you enjoyed that demonstration about how we can really utilize our PowerPoints, but really, with the power of AI, and how it can really streamline our processes. And if we set ourselves up right, we can be really efficient and really effective, and provide quality learning materials for the students. And in turn, hopefully that also then frees us up some time to actually spend quality human time with our students and engaging and connecting in ways that make us a human. Thank you.